Hey guys, Fresh Dave here. Today we have a setup for a road with a separated bike path that's also two-way, and we also have a side street as the intersection. So here's our generic side street, or it could be a back road like a dirt road. Here's our main road. Here's our bike path. All right, now just to completely separate, like on the main road, to completely separate the cars from the bikes, we have this little concrete barrier here. And to make sure that cars don't try to get into the bike area, we put these little barriers here, these little things that block the cars. So we're gonna remove this tag, because if you look at it, you already know what it is. And what these dash things are, those are the dotted lines to mark where the bike lane is and what direction it is. There's little arrows on it too. I guess I don't know what they're called. These are called, but they prevent cars from going in while still allowing bikes from going in. Now, we don't necessarily need this one actually, because a car is like that wide, like that maybe. Yeah, if we were to kind of go around, you know, you cannot fit a car through there at all. Like if you try to go up a little bit, you hit both the barrier and the other thing. So yeah, I know you cannot fit a car in there. I mean, I guess I don't know why I put the barrier here though. You probably want to just put it like, okay, do I have the purple marker? You probably want to put it here on the line, just to prevent cars from getting in. Still on bikes. So basically, what we have here is pretty simple. The side street and or the back road, a little slower speeds. So you can ride a bike down here, no problem. In this case, it's a side street because it has the line here. It isn't just dirt right now. But yeah, you can get cars to go through here. Cars turn right or they turn left here. And then bikes, they go a little over here. And then once they get to here, they can turn right, turn left. Now, here's the thing. Each lane in the bike lane is about, or in the bike path, is about 5 to 7 feet wide. And the lines, all the lines are going to be 6 inches wide. So 5 to 7 feet wide, and 5 to 7 feet wide. These are going to be 1 foot wide shoulders. Here, they're going to be 4 foot wide shoulders on the main road. And on the main road, the lanes are 10 to 12 feet wide on each lane. So, let's do the math. So, this is going to range, so 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That can be 14 foot. That'd be 14 foot 6 inches on the narrow end. And the wide end, we have 7, we have 14, 15, 16, 17. Or you have 17 foot 6 on the wide end of the spectrum. Okay? That's just the whole road itself. So basically that would be. And then on their main stretch, you have, let's just 10, 20, 24, 28, 29. It can be 29 feet 6 inches, or it can be 12, 24, 28, 29, 30, 33, 33 foot 6 inches, and that would be your wide end of the road width. And basically all that's doing is making it just less crazy. Or I don't know how to explain it, but basically on the narrow end, that's like a normal country road that's paved and has lines. And if it's 12 feet, that could be like a state highway or something. Now, it could be 11 feet wide. That's how it is in some places. Instead of 12 feet wide, they're 11 feet wide. Because instead of making this road bit here 24 foot 6 inches, they just make it 24 foot, and they put a line in the center, and that narrows the lane a little bit. But it's not really noticeable at all. And I'm just using 6 inches as the line width just to make it whatever. It could be 4 inches, but I feel like 6 inches is a lot more whatever reasonable for a high speed road, and it's the same here and here because who cares, right? You can use the same thermal plastic or whatever. You can put it on the road, hit it with a blowtorch, make it stick to the road, and you're good. And you don't have to have any special colored asphalt here or anything because it's separated. I mean, you're not going to notice. It doesn't really matter that much what color it is. So, I mean, you could make it with a special green asphalt, or you can just do what I want to do and just make it the same material. It's not going to change anything. And if you have a really good bike and have the proper gear ratios on it, you can probably hit like 20 miles an hour, 24. Maybe not 24, but you can hit at least like 20 miles an hour if you're good for like a short period of time anyway. 20 miles an hour, 22 miles an hour if you have the good gear ratios. If you have really, really good gear ratios, crap, I don't know. If you have a bike, or if you have an e-bike, okay, those e-bikes are going to be allowed on this because I don't really care enough to make them not allowed. But if your e-bike can go 55 miles an hour, listen, okay, there's buttholes on this road who might want to still run you over because you're on a bike and not a car. Okay, so I would understand if you want to drive in this, especially the fact that I bet you nobody's going to use it anyway. And if there is, it's a dotted line, so you can pass them, right? Hey, you can pass them. That's not a big deal. And since it's in the middle of nowhere in a rural area, who's going to notice? Nobody. And you put this through towns, you can connect towns. And yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing. I mean, that's really it. I guess I can get rid of that. You already know there's a bike path. I can probably get rid of this stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and then we got the barriers. It's pretty generic. I didn't really draw this thing that really any scale, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what a bike lane looks like. Not really. I mean, you see how many of those bike lanes are just a shoulder that's wider? That is not a bike lane. That is a shoulder. And you just because you call it a bike lane and mark it as a bike lane does not mean it's a good bike lane. Have a good bike lane and be completely separated from the actual cars themselves, kind of like this, except for on the side streets. But on the side streets, you're not going as fast, like as I said earlier. So who cares, right? And if we're being honest, you can also connect, if you're connecting a major road and a major road, instead of having it in the side street kind of go in, you're going to have like a separated thing entirely. Honestly, we can just make this standard on highways, like state highways and stuff. Just make this standard, make a little bike path standard. And that way, when you're making it, when you're doing it right, what's going to end up happening, right, is instead of just having a bunch of cars clogging up the main road, alright, you can have a little less cars on the main road, and then you have some bikes using the bike path. Because, I mean, yeah, you'll still have cars going a few towns over using the main road. Like, let's say, okay, I need an example. Let's say you're going from my house to Sandusky. If you're going from my house to Sandusky, you have to go through a bunch of other towns. So you would be driving in a car. But if you're going from my house to, let's say, Yale, you wouldn't be going as far. So you can just take your bike, you can chill. You might get tired, but you can ride your bike, go to Yale, mow your great grandma's lawn, get paid, and then go to A&W, get some lunch, and then go home. Basically, pretty good. I mean, I know Jetto Road exists. I could go down that road, but it's a dirt road. I do not like riding down dirt roads for long distances. Paved roads are a lot smoother if you maintain them enough. If you maintain them well enough, you can go down them at high enough speeds and you're good. Alright? So, but I would not take dirt roads all the way to Yale. That's just annoying. And then let's say I was going to school, right? I can go to Maple Valley. And if they had a paved bike path like this, I could ride my bike to school. No problem. It would be a very long distance. What is it, like 6 miles? 6 miles is like nothing if you're in a car. On a bike, it might be a little bit, but 20 miles an hour or so, it won't even take you an hour to get there. Like, if you're walking 3 miles, it would take you like an hour to walk 3 miles. But in a bike, you're not walking 3 miles an hour. You're biking at like 10 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour, 18 miles an hour. Yeah, I measured my speed using a little speedometer app. I was going like 18 miles an hour on the side streets. We're good. I don't care about the extra 2 miles an hour or the 55 miles an hour. I don't care. I'll ride my bike to get to town and get lunch or something. Buy an Arizona tea. I don't know. Like, I don't care. I'd ride my bike, and it's probably better for you anyway to ride your bike everywhere instead of driving a car. Because in a car, you're just sitting down and you're using your leg to hit the gas and the brake. On a bike, you have to move and move constantly, like a whole bunch. And listen, it's just better overall. I mean, I got 105 millimeter wide tires. I mean, it's pretty good. And the thing is, it'll improve traffic. And since there's less cars on the road, there's also not as many emissions, so it's better for the environment. I mean, in most cases. Sure, there's a little more asphalt, but who cares, right? Yeah, I mean, basically it's pretty simple. You just go on the bike lane and ride your bike. And honestly, if this existed on freaking Maple Valley, I would ride my bike to my friend's house, okay? I would go all the way to Mountain City. Okay, I would go to town, and I would ride to my friend's house, alright? I'm not telling you addresses. That's bullcrap, okay? I'm just saying, I can ride there. It's pretty simple. You just go there, it's not a big deal. Would I ride to K-Pac? Sure, maybe K-Pac. Would I ride to Yale? Absolutely. Because, listen, I'd go to K-Pac, mow my grandparents' lawn, and get $20. I'd go to Yale, mow my great-grandma's lawn, get paid $15. Even though she has a bigger lawn, but whatever. It's also less travel distance, so even if I were to drive, it would be less gas. So, honestly, I would go to A&W. I'd go to, not McDonald's. McDonald's is crap. But I would go to A&W and get lunch there. That's my thing. And honestly, if they did that on K-Pac Road and they went all the way down, all right, past where the sidewalk is, I would go to frickin' Franny's and I would return my bottles there because their bottle return machine actually works, unlike the old gas station. Okay, I'm going on a rant right now, but I don't even care. If my phone is not recording, I wasted a bunch of time. Oh no, it's still recording, and I'm 14 minutes. Yeah, I'm not even that. This is like the shorter video. We gotta add length, right? Yeah, you know? But, yeah, this is pretty chill. I mean, I would honestly ride down there. Like, the thing is, I didn't really have to erase anything on here and draw in more stuff. I just made it. If you want to put a roundabout on the main road, if you have two main roads meeting and there's a roundabout there, Then you have two bike paths meeting down here. You can move the intersection back a little farther from that road, and you can also put a bike roundabout there. Listen, it is kind of stupid, but is it? Because it's only on one side of the road, alright? Because if you're going, well, I guess if you're going this way, you're going to have another bike path. Yeah, I guess you are going to have another bike path going the other way, so you're going to have to yield to bikes. Because you know what? Screw cars. Bikes have priority. You want to know how we're gonna manage that? What we can do is just right before once we get to the bike path, not the whole way through, but we can make this just a little bit narrower on the one side than the other. Basically, what that'll end up doing, and we're not making it extremely narrow, but just a little bit more. And basically, what can end up doing. And basically, yeah, let's just slow cars down a little bit, because if the road gets tighter, they want to slow down just a smidge. Just a little bit, so you know that, oh my god, bikes are going on. So we're going to slow them down. Then once we get to a certain point, then boom, perfect. Narrow it a little bit. I mean, it's not the best looking, but who cares, right? It just makes that curve go a little inwards. And yeah, I mean, now you got a bike path, and it narrows it. Not, listen, once it gets narrow here, I'm gonna widen this just a little bit back. Oops. Nope. Screw that up. And yeah, once you get to like past the thing, it widens back again, because why would you need it to be narrow the whole way through? You don't. It just needs to be narrow before the thing. Once you pass it, you can go fast again. Alright? But honestly, I think this is better than some DOTs make bike lanes. Because they make bike lanes, oh, this is going to make one on each side in the thunder. Bro, okay? That's stupid, okay? That is really, really stupid, really, really dangerous, and I hate it, okay? I freaking despise it, because cars are going 55, and you're going 15, or 18 maybe, or 20, but you're not going nearly 55, alright? So it's stressful, alright? You might be looking behind you trying not to get hit, and you might swerve, and you might accidentally get hit by a car, or somebody will move over accidentally into the lane and accidentally hit you, or somebody will purposely go that way and purposely hit you because they're like, ugh, I'm territorial, ugh. That's stupid. Well, yeah, no. That's why you gotta separate it, because if you're in this bike lane and there's a guy here who wants to kill you, they can't. Alright? Unless they're like bending the freaking beam to kill you. But listen, if you're in this and they're like, I want to kill that guy. Well, they won't want to do that because you're separated. And they're like, finally, they separated that guy from us. Okay? Now, I don't know. They're not really that crazy people. Like, I can ride my bike. Like, if I'm in a town, there's like the sidewalks are crappy, okay? So, but if I'm in town and there's a car behind me, and I'm in there, as long as I'm in the shoulder, okay? If I'm in the shoulder or I'm not on Main Street and I'm off to on another road, I don't even remember the name of the road, but it's the other road. Kind of becomes dirt on the outskirts. I recorded that one train video there. There's lines on the road, but then it kind of turns into dirt once you get past K-Pack. But you can ride on that road, people won't run you over. Alright. You're good. There's barely any people on that road, and this morning there's barely any people on Main Street, so I'm good. Even with the time there was a person on Main Street, and I was in the shoulder, they just passed me, and it wasn't a big deal. And listen, I was in the shoulder, and people are passing me, but it didn't even, since I was trying to pedal really fast, so I don't get in their way. It was very slow passing. It was like you were on a freeway with a speed difference. It's nothing. It's not even that crazy. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say. I kind of talked too much. Basically, this is the design. Could be better. Could be worse. I don't know if any of y'all have a better solution to this. Make a video about it. Make a video about it on a whiteboard and just record it. Do it. I don't care. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.